Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. Our match today is David Alcaide from Spain versus Konrad Juszczyszyn from Poland. Playing 10 ball. And I don't know if it's winner break or alternate break. I don't know exactly. We'll know as we go. And it's race to 4, 2 sets, and if there's a tie, there's a shoot-off with the 10 ball. I haven't seen one of those yet, so this is only my second match like this with the 10 ball. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Alcaide won the lag, or I'm assuming they lagged, and he made the 1 ball in the break and had an easy safety. Now he has Juszczyszyn in a funny predicament. It looks like he can kick to the rail and get to the 2 ball. He'd like to just kick it with a straight ball. It looked like he called it. I don't know why he would call that. He ain't going to try to make it. He's just going to try to stick the cue ball like that. We hit that well, I'll tell you that. The way he shot it, just I thought he would have shot it harder, but he rolled it and did it, which was genius. So now Alcaide at the table, he's going to have to kick across the table with a lot of spin, or kick 2 rails, bottom rail, side rail. He'll have to hit some left on it because he can't quite shoot straight across. He'll kick kind of firm. Very good. He at least put some distance between the cue ball and the 2 ball. And I'll tell you what, there's no reward in making this shot unless he jacks up. These are the kind of shots, you see how good you are. If you jack up and make it and stop it right there, you can stop for the 3, but if you roll it, you'll snooker yourself if you make it. And he's doing exactly what I said. He's got to stop it right there. Now that's this kind of shot that you find out how good you are. And those kind of shots right there. He got a little bit of a good break. He had position if he would have made it, but I thought he shot that a little quick too or something. But Alcaide's going to jump it. Probably try to cut it in. It's a race to 4, 2 sets. Then if there's a tie, they have a shoot-off. I think I've played a tournament like this. It seems like the German Masters I won. It's kind of like this. But we played 9 ball, 8 ball, and 10 ball on that. It was fun playing all 3 games at the same time to determine who wins the tournament. He'll just jump it with a straight ball and try to cut it in, let the cue ball come back over and create something. He doesn't want to hit it too hard, he'll go off the table. And then if he hits it thick, he gets lucky like that. That's the luckiest stick in pool, that jump stick. It's crazy how lucky it is. And he'll have to kick this one kind of, he can kick behind it there. So maybe he'll have to put some spin on it. And if he kicks it just right, the cue ball might go right behind the 10 and the 9 again. But if he can just kick it to the bottom rail and get it to the side rail, and he's going to call it too, because he could kick it in. That's not impossible. Not likely, but not impossible. This first game's been a pretty long one so far. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. I still don't know if I'm any good at this, but it's better than doing nothing, I guess. Yeah, I thought he would kick 2 rails. He's going to kick and try to thin it and make it in the side. Wow, he almost made the damn thing. That was amazing. Wow. I thought he made it when it clipped it, but I think he can barely make this, maybe not. If he can, he'll spin around, or he'll stay right there real slow. Or spin around 3 rails like that. That's what I was going to say in the beginning. There's spin around 3 rails for this 3 ball in the same side pocket. Now he'll just draw off with a little bit of left bottom. He doesn't want to draw too much. He wants to keep the angle going towards the 5 on that 4. And he did. He's perfect. Now he'll hit just below center with left spin, just below center, and he'll pop it, and he'll go just, or he'll draw straight down the table, or he'll go to the rail. He went down the table. I'm glad I called that, because I'm tired of looking like an idiot. And he'll draw this one straight to the side rail and back off. He won't put a lot of spin on it because he doesn't want it to spin off. He hit it kind of flat. See how it has no spin on it? That's what you call a flat ball, hitting it kind of flat. And you got to be a little more precise on your ball pocketing when you shoot it like that too. Got to pay attention a little more. He'll just draw back a little now, I think, and take a little bit of a tough cut on the 7, unless he draws back. Yeah, he should just draw back a little, about a foot, and take a little bit of a tough cut, or draw all the way back to the bottom rail and bounce off. He wants to do that. He was loading up for it. Don't want to be a hero in this game. There's no cheering and pull. It ain't tennis, it ain't golf, it ain't basketball, it ain't football, it ain't soccer. You think you could cheer after every shot and pull and play well? No, ain't gonna work. Pool's the hardest game on earth. Don't worry about it. This ain't even hard yet. You should just draw back just a little, or do something else, or he's stunned over. Yep. I don't know why he took that much time if he had that much angle. I've only got this 1 angle camera, so I really can't determine how much angle's on the ball each time. He'll draw straight back on this and play the 8 in the side. Now he'll either draw back or use the rail. I think he's drawing. He's just going to draw back about a foot, like that. And he'll put right in the middle and stun this and play the 10 in the same corner. Just like that. He'll stop this one cold right there. All right, Alcaide takes the lead. The first set, 1-0. Breaking from the right side. Must be a winner breaks because he broke twice in a row. He's got the corner ball in. The 1's coming down. These might dress up. Nope, the 1 rolled too far. He'll thin the 1 and put him behind the 10. That's an easy shot. But it may leave an easy escape. I don't know. Unless he can't see it. I thought he could see the edge of the 1, but I guess he can't. That's an illusion from here. Of course, I can only look at it one way, so I thought he could just see enough to clip it and then put him behind the 10 ball. But that might not be any good. Like I said, that might leave him an easy kick to get out of it. I don't know. Unless he put the cue ball right up beside the 10 ball. I don't think he can see it. He's looking at something else. Now he should roll out down there is an easy, the guy's going to trap him real easy if he rolls out down there. He's almost better to kick at the ball. Now, I don't know if I like this. He puts it close to the rail. Yeah, there. Now that's better that he put it on the rail. And it makes it where it's harder for him to do something really easy with the safety. That was the right shot right there. He could send the cue ball down table, bank the 1, might go under the 7. He thinned the 1, went down towards the 7. That was not that great a shot because he has an easy safety here. All he's got to do is bank the 1 back towards the 7 ball. Put a little inside on it, a little left maybe. He might not even have to do that. Just bank it straight back towards the 2 and between the 2 and the 3. And send the cue ball to the side rail and use the 8 and the 2 as blockers. Just like that. Except he hit it too hard. He should have left it. I think he hit it too hard. He should have left the table ball in the middle of the table by the head string maybe. The cue ball wouldn't have went that far either maybe if he would have hit a little easier. He could kick behind this and play the 5 ball or kick behind it and try to get safe somehow. Or thin it and come around. I was always terrible at trying to thin this ball and go 2 rails and come around and try to get behind the 8 or the 10. I don't think I was ever really great at that. Sometimes. Oh, he clipped it. That's still no good. That's why I didn't say anything about that shot, because it was no good. He tried to hit it with dead perfect weight, and he would, you know, if he'd hit it dead perfect to the rail, it would have been all right. But he's left him an easy carom now on the 10 ball. Probably doesn't need any spin, this shot, this straight ball. After him make this thing 8 out of 10 times, this carom. Guarantee you, when in his heyday. Just roll it in. He's going to hit it kind of firm, though. The firmer you hit it, it's harder to make it. He hit it good. He wanted to make sure and leave the 1 ball down there. He hit that nice. See how the cue ball, he didn't have any spin on that ball. You got to know when to put spin on them and when, how they're laying. Alcaide 2-0. Breaking from the right side. And the ball went straight in, and then the 10 ball froze to the cue ball. He'll surely have to roll out now. He'll probably just roll down here to the bottom rail somewhere. Right there, like, or something, where he can play it safe behind the 5, roll the 1 ball to the bottom rail, where it's not an easy safety. No, that ain't what he's doing from there, that's for sure. He's got something else in mind now. I'd let him shoot this shot almost. I don't like... Oh, he's going to thin it and come back around the table. That was too hard a shot. I guess that's what Alcaide was going to do too. That was a tough shot to take on, that thin. I don't like that shot. You can scratch right in the corner just like he did on it if you don't hit it just right. I mean, he had to hit that paper thin, and he was what? 5 feet from the ball. 5.5 feet from the ball. And that's a shot, I've had that shot many times. And it's very difficult to execute if it's sitting in a real precarious position where you got to hit it super thin from a long ways away. Now, if you're closer to it, it's not as difficult, but I think he was on the rail too, so that made it even harder. Remember I mentioned when the cue ball gets on the rail, the shot magnifies, and when an object ball gets near it, it magnifies. He'll stun this with a lot of right. No, he drew it. Well, he couldn't stun it. He had to draw it out and do that. Exactly what he did. That's all he could do. That ball sure drew nicely. It seems the table's kind of dry. He'll put left bottom and draw over and stay in the middle of the table. He wants to create an angle on the 4 where he went all the way over. And now he's going to draw off the side rail then. That would have been good if he would have got straight on the 4 ball where he could just draw back under the 5. He's going to play the combination. He's going to play for it, I think. He looked at it, the 5-6. He's going to draw just past the side with left. You can't hit this too low or you'll draw it right in the side. Unless he's going to try to draw past the side now. Yeah, he might draw past the side with a lot of spin, or he's going before the side with a lot of spin. One or the other. He drew past. Wow, that was a good shot. Really good shot. Perfect. Now he can just roll the 5 in the corner, bounce off the rail. He could shoot it in the side right now and just roll forward a little bit and be perfect. But I think it's too tough a shot. He's shooting it in the corner. He'll just roll it in with a little bit of right on it. And went back and forth. That was a good shot. I'll tell you, I like his game because he's aggressive with the cue ball. He's not afraid to take on the shot a little bit. He could have just rolled out in the middle, but he wanted to make sure and get where he could. You can roll this or stun under the 9. He had to roll it and stay before it. He had no choice but to do what he did there. That was a good shot, believe me. Getting the cue ball where he got it right there, believe me. Now right bottom, and just draw back a little. Stun off the rail. Can't tell if he's got an angle or not. And he'll stun this one off the rail with left. This guy's solid, I'll tell you that. He missed that ball, though, I thought. Yeah, you better. A little wide. He'll just stop there. We're going to have to play a harder game to make this guy, to push his buttons a little more. Alcaide to break, leading 3-0. Right side, putting him kind of a little bit off center, looked like. Instead of head on. I don't think he got anything that time. I ain't had much of a look at Juszczyszyn. He's kept him quiet up till now. Let's see if he can fire this in and stun back towards the 5 with a lot of left. He's got to take this on. This is a tough shot. Good shot. Now it needs to bounce. Now he got a bad roll. He made a good shot. But he can see the edge of the 2 ball, but I don't know if that's any consolation. He's going to jump it. This one's kind of awkward because the 5 ball is closer to the 2 ball and not closer to the cue ball, or in between, like. So he's got to jump it all the way through it, like. Well, that's better than selling out. I will be honest with you, so. That's like a safety. No. Maybe you get him another shot, something. I tell you, it's hard to do anything with this shot, that's for sure. He's going to have to try to go 3 rails all the way around the table with a lot of left. And he's got to hope it doesn't double kiss. Oh, he can make him shoot again because he pocketed the ball. That's interesting now. He's got to do the same thing I said. He's got to thin the ball and go like that. That wasn't a bad shot, to tell you the truth. He still left the shot. He can make this and go up and down the table. He might bump this 8 coming back. Or he might miss it if he hits it right. Pure. If he rolls it correctly, it'll miss the 8. He'd have to hit it with a little inside, though. High on the cue ball. See, I like David's. He didn't play safe. He took the shot on. And he's supposed to take that shot on. He's a good enough shooter. He'll put a lot of right on it to spin around the 4 ball and shoot it in the corner over here. Bounce. He needs it to bounce. The table's getting him a little bit. He's going to draw this one between the 6 and the 7 with a lot of left bottom. He can reach it perfectly because he's left-handed. He'll just draw it a lot, and it'll draw right in between them and go around them like, oh, he drew right into it. That's good. God, that's an illusion. I didn't think he could do that. I thought the ball was further down. And that's why I always say I don't know if I'm any good at this. And he'll put left bottom and stun off the rail and play the 6 on our left here. Good shot there. Yeah, that was an illusion, that shot before. It looked like he had to go between them. But he was right beside the 7, so he just drew right into it. It's got the extension on there. He'll put left top and shoot the 7 in the same corner. Or no, shoot it in the side. That's a good shot. As long as he gets straight. I guess he's straight enough. The 9's sitting right there. That was perfect. He's just going to roll this in and shoot the 8 in the left top corner up there. Try to get a point on the board or stop it right there. Oh, he had to draw it. He had a lot of angle. He's just going to stop it or follow it. Yeah, follow it. I remember doing this guy. I can't tell what he's going to do with the cue ball. Right bottom and draw out. No, he rolled it and played it in the other corner. I never know what he's going to do when he shoots. He's going to roll it in left top. There you go. I got that one right. Of course, you can hardly see the guy. Once in a while, he only comes in the picture. Juszczyszyn gets on the scoreboard. Alcaide leads 3-1. He breaks, he doesn't make nothing. These guys are not hitting them very hard, doesn't look like to me. I don't know why they don't hit them harder. Maybe they don't go from the side. You have to break from the rail, so maybe they clog up too much when you hit them harder with a 10-ball rack. Alcaide's going to take this shot on. He's going to shoot the 1 in the right corner, the left corner where the 8 is up there. He should draw around 3 rails and shoot the 2 on our left here. I mean, I don't know what else he would do. If he's going to feather this in, I won't believe it. I know he's going to do what I said. Oh, he missed it. Rare he's missed a shot like that. He usually makes those. He's a good shooter. Here's my shot. Jack up. You got to put a lot of left on it. Jack the cue straight up and just fire it with bottom and bend it back. Oh, he actually can get out of it with a level stroke. I thought he had to go in the other way. Good shot. Still got good power on that. People don't know how hard that is to do, to draw. Especially when the cue ball's close to the rail like that. It's hard to really make the cue ball go that far. He's got a good stroke. He'll roll this in and just put him on the 10 ball. If he doesn't do that, I don't know what he doesn't want to win. Or bank it in and try to win. Oh, bank it down table. I think he could have just rolled him right on the 10 ball. I don't know why he didn't do that. He wanted him to have a longer kick, but he would have had a weird kick over there going 2 rails for the 2 ball. Now he's left him a little bit of a little error here. He left him the edge of the 2 ball. He actually can make it. I think he should thin the right side of it and come back down table. Or he can just spin around it. But I don't know if it gets him anything. The 6 ball's right there to retrieve the cue ball somehow. Or the 4. Unless he can go straight at it. Oh, he could have made that without spin, I think. Well, he got a good roll. There's how you win and pull. Every time you miss, how you leave the guy. And that's what I don't like about pull. That's why it just don't seem professional to me. When you miss, you leave the guy nothing. I don't like when it happens to me. And I really still don't like doing it to others. I don't like winning like that. It's creepy. miss all day and win the match. I mean, it makes sense. But he should just take this on too. But these are tricky. It's sitting a little bit off angle, just a little. He could just roll him right on the 6, just bump the 2 ball 2 rails and put the cue ball behind the 6. Or put some right on it, shoot it slow and take on the combination. The 2-6 combination, they'll float right out for the 2 ball. Or hit it harder and come down table. No, he did the first one I said, just bank the 2 ball 2 rails and put him behind the 6 ball. And see, he got rewarded off of a miss. Now he's going to win the game, probably. This is a hard ball to hit. What makes it harder is that ball sitting beside it. He hit that well, I'll tell you. That was a nice shot. And look what he left him, a dead combination. See how goofy pool is? Alcaide's a good shooter, but so far he's luckier than the other guy, that's for sure. Maybe that's got something to do with some of his wins. Well, I was lucky once. I can't remember when, but one time I was. He'll just roll the 10 ball in instead.
Game and set Davis.
Lucky game, this. Okay, Alcaide wins the first set, 4-1. Juszczyszyn just broke. Good break. He'll just draw down the table. He'll play for the side pocket or the corner. I'm never going to say a player's going to play for the corner again. I don't know where they're going to play for. And he played for the corner and he got dead straight in. But he's all right. He can just draw out of it, I think. Straight back to the bottom rail and off. Beautiful. Plenty of power. That's the beauty of pool, how you can move the cue ball. Versus like snooker, you just can't do stuff like that. Draw back a little with left bottom, play the 5 in the corner. I still don't know where this guy's going to go with the cue ball ever, but this angle is like, doesn't tell me exactly what's going on. He's going to stun off and all the way back, That's the right shot. Now left top, go between 8 and 9, play the 8 in the side. He doesn't do that, I won't believe it. He did. And he'll go down and back or shoot it slow, down and back. Got to call like 3-4 different things with this guy. And he lands weird, see there? It looks like he can stun forward and get out of it. Good shot. That wasn't as easy to do as it looked. Believe me, he hit that shot well. Check the cue ball off with a little bit of side. Right on that and roll it in. He takes the lead of the second set, 1-0, Juszczyszyn. Breaking from the right side. Probably a little right bottom, it looked like, or just below center with right. Nothing on the break that time. Excuse me. Alcaide's got a shot. Relatively not too hard of a shot. He'll roll it in with a little bit of right just to check it so it don't go behind that, doesn't go behind the 4 ball, pink one in the middle. Or he'll draw it. I see him putting side. He's just going to roll it with some side like that so it stays above it like that. If he didn't put any check on that, a little right, he'd be snookered right now. So you amateurs need to take note on little shots like that. Don't just think you can get up there and make that shot because it looks like it's clear as it's in, it's in the clear, and I don't need any spin. There's always something lurking to get you in this game. Straight top, bounce off. I've been preparing for the U.S. Open. I got a secret weapon this year. Straight top, bounce off the rail. A little bit of left he put on that to bring it over. I thought he was going to stay right there and stun the other way. Looks like he's going to draw now. Unless it's got more angle than I think. Maybe he can stun to, oh, he's going to go underneath the 5 and the 7 with right and stun it like that. Now, there's a valuable shot with the stun shot, see? How he did that right there. It's a very valuable shot to learn. I tell you guys all the time watching out there that some shots you have to learn to make the game more fun or get better at, for sure. He's got a hard time getting over there. He's got to draw just past the 6 or hit it real hard and stun around the 6 ball with no spin hardly. He's got to get almost straight on the 5. He's got to get a decent look at it, unless he can draw straight back. Can't tell, it doesn't look like it. I told you, I thought he had to go close to the 6. Now he's all right. The only thing is he's going to bump the 7 into the 9, 10 if he doesn't watch out. That's there. I think he can hit it just soft enough. With bottom. This is going to be a touch draw, like a dink, or he'll roll it real slow. Can't hit it too hard because that, I can't believe he wowzers. He didn't know that was going to happen. He knows now. He couldn't shoot that hard. He had to shoot it like dink it and soft. He was in a trap kind of there. That's where you should play safe. Left bottom and stun down for the 7 ball. That's why Konrad needed was a little bit of a lead in the second set. Get to the shoot-off maybe. I'm curious to see one of those. Left bottom and draw back like that. Now he actually put straight bottom on that. This guy don't even like using the rails at all. He'll stun this one just a little. He'll go forward just a little bit. Or side. God, it didn't look like he had an angle there to do that. That's amazing. Right bottom, draw back. Left bottom, draw or roll down left top. Okay? See, you don't know what this guy's going to do. He's so unpredictable, it's unbelievable. 2-0 he leads in the second set. Breaking from the right side, to cut him. Hey, Brooklyn at that time. I don't think he meant to do that. Usually when you do that, you don't make anything either. The old Brooklyn. But he got away with he snookered him. But this is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Yeah, the U.S. Open starts Monday, the 12th, no, the 13th. And I've been training, but I'm all beat up. My hands are beat up. But I can still play. We'll see what happens. I got a pretty good draw, so if I don't know the first guy I play, but that doesn't mean anything anymore. It's going to put a lot of left and spin into this and try to kick it down table. Good shot. Got some distance between it, and he left it where he can't pocket it too easily. I wouldn't say he can't pocket it somewhere, but not easy. Looks like he's going to bank the 1 somehow. Or send the cue ball back around the table. Yeah, he's going to bank it like that. Try to get safe. He left him straight in. He should have hit it a little bit easier and not got the ball to the rail down there. I don't know. That was a tricky way to play safe on that. When I first looked at that, I thought he should kick the ball down the table, past the 5 down towards the 10. He could have kicked underneath it and did that. He'll draw back or he'll slow roll it and bump the 3. It looks like he's slow rolling it or something. Yeah, and he's going to bump the 3. That was a pretty darn good shot right there. It was risky, but shucks, I guess I can learn too. I would have drawn down for the 2 ball, but he moved the 3 ball where it's free from the combination. He would have had to play a combination. This is a really, really difficult shot. You got to stun the ball with a little bit of left, so the cue ball goes flat with no spin, and then goes straight back down the table. If he hits that shot, I'll be amazed if he comes off with that shot perfect. It looks like he was trying to draw it somehow, or do what I said. Yeah, he did. No, he tried to spin around. No, he didn't want to take on the shot I was talking about. I'll have to talk to him about that one next time I see him. No, he didn't take on that flat ball shot. I guess he can thin this ball and bring it back around the 5 ball somehow. They put a lot of spin on it, and it'll zigzag in and out of those rails down there, and he'll use the 5 ball to get him safe. What's tricky about this is the 3 ball's frozen. He'll put a little bottom on it so it makes it go like that, see? I still don't think he got it. Did he? Yeah, he did. Well done. You don't know how good he hit that shot. That's a well-executed safety. And he put a little bit of bottom on that with some left. So don't roll that shot. You have to draw it sometimes to get it to zigzag like that. He's just going to try to play some kind of safe with the jump cue. And he did, but he left him a shot in the side pocket. And it's not too bad of a shot. He's going to have to put a little bit of right on it. It makes the shot a little harder. He's close to the rail and he's got to spin it. This shot's easily missed simply because you got to spin it a little bit to check it between that 5 and 7. And he didn't. He got lucky there. And he knows it. See him pat the table. He could have easily got snookered. He didn't hit that shot the way I said. And he knows it too. He didn't take on the spin. And if he had taken on the spin, he probably would have missed the ball. It's an amazing game, Paul. It really is. Now he's going to roll this with some left and go between the 8 and the 7. It's the easiest shot to get on the 5 ball on that particular shot. David plays a lot of shots like I do. I'm impressed. That's why he's such a good player. No, just kidding. He'll just roll this and bounce out for the 6 with a little bit of left. He had a little bit of left on it. Can't tell exactly how much angle they got each time. I'm doing the best I can. It's blurred a little bit too, unless it's my eyeballs. And he'll draw this back for the 7 in the side, I think. Yeah. With a little right bottom he put on that. And you notice these guys don't overhit. You know, you got to pay attention. They're using the spins to move the cue ball around. Little spins and draws. Looks like he's going to draw out of it. Play the 8 in the side. You know, you call that drawing out of a shot, the way he hit that. Could have probably held right there and took a tough cut on the 8, but he didn't want to. He drew out of it and got better on the 8. That's what you call it. He'll put a lot of right on this and come off one rail or draw around one rail, just like that. Now he'll come straight back down the table with a little left top and play the 10 in the left top corner up there. He'll just roll it a little bit above the middle of the ball. See how he just rolled it? You gotta know when to roll the ball and hit it on the middle and draw it. He'll put a little right bottom and just draw this. Just tap, draw it like. See that? There you go. 2-1 Juszczyszyn leads in the second set. Alcaide breaking from the right side. He's got the 1 on the side. And the 2 ball, it's no good. He's got a safety. He could thin the 2 real slow, come down behind the 6-3. I love taking shots like this on. A lot of guys don't like these shots. You're at the mercy of how the table rolls, though. That's for sure. On my table, you don't want to do it. Not right now until I get new slates on it. Just shoot it with a light a little above center. No spin on this shot. And just dink it real slow. And it'll just thin the ball. Oh, I saw it curve right away. He didn't play to do that. I swear he didn't, because I saw it curve. He played to hit it thinner. It curved immediately. As soon as he shot it, it curved like a lot, kind of, a little bit. He can see the edge of the ball, so he can try to do something. Thin it like that and go over there. That's all he could do. And he hit it pretty good, really. He didn't get away with it, though, completely. He can just thin this ball and go around the table, or if he can get to the left side of it, he can just bank it and draw underneath the 5 and the 4 somehow with left bottom. But the U.S. Open is in Atlantic City at Harrah's Casino. I hope it's going to be a great event. I hope no hurricane shows up. I hope the tables are dry. But Matchroom does a good job. They already put the draw up. You know, who puts the draw up a week before the tournament in pool? Nobody. But Matchroom. So they're the best in the business. I hope they take over pool. It'll do pool justice one day. Because it sure don't have it right now. Left bottom and draw this a little bit, I think. And stay underneath that 5 and 4 ball. Or something else, I don't know. Yeah, thin, the other shot, I said thin and come around behind the... I don't know why it took him that long to shoot that shot. That shot was like a gimme, really. Thin the 2 on the right side and come around the 9 and the 10 was my first choice. I still don't know why it took him so long to do that. That's another thing I don't like about pool. Pool players, they're too slow. He's going to jump, try to make it off the rail. Wow, what a shot. That was some shot there. I thought he was going to jump, try to play safe, and he jumped and made it off the rail, and he called it. He's going to roll this in with straight top. The 3 will roll forward just a little like that. He hit that too hard. He shot that wrong, really, for sure. Just way too hard, he overhit that one. Now he's got to thin the left side of the, he may can go up and down the table. I don't see him getting position. Unless he lands right there perfect. He's got to go up and down. Oh, he ran into him. Well, he might get shape now. Wow, what a lucky shot that was. He did something there I really couldn't do. That's for sure. Now we go 3 rails, and he'll shoot the 5 in the left corner up there. 3 rails, right top. If he doesn't do that, I won't believe it. He really plays the shots all right, but oddly too, for me. Now he should go 2 rails. He might draw it. 2 rails with right top. He looks like he stuns everything instead of rolling it to me. It's kind of scary. I know he's a good shooter, but the way some of these guys cue, I'd love to play on some straight pull on 4-inch pockets with like a 20-second shot clock. He'll follow this off the rail like that and play the 8 in the side. And see, these guys, they never play for the corner. They always want to play for the side. It's funny. He might have landed in no man's land here. He might have to draw straight back and play a 9 in the corner. That's really going to be tough if he's going to do that. I think he can stun forward somehow. He's either going to go all the way down the table and back or off the side rail. Off the side. He barely could get away with it. Almost scratched. He'll hit this with right. He should stun it with right and go to the rail. But who knows? Stun it with right and go to the rail. Yeah, like that. Now left bottom and draw out of it. Don't. He could follow this too. I think he'll draw it. Yeah, like that. So that's 3-1. Juszczyszyn leads in the second set. Breaking, Juszczyszyn makes the 1 ball. Will he get a shot? I think he might, if he can see the edge of it. Still going to be a tough out. 3 ball sitting funny. Could play a combo on the 9 if he can get on it. Or he can bank the 3 ball. And roll the 2 in, go over there where he pointed, bank the 3 ball. Roll the 2 in. That's perfect. Thing is now he's got to hit this hard. He's going to hit it real hard and go around the table. Good shot. I'll tell you, the table reacted nice there on that shot. Looks like he's going to take the second set here if he gets out, and then we get to see the shootout. He's going to roll this in with straight top. Now he's going to draw back with left bottom off the side rail, or he could follow forward and he could follow forward too and shoot. He's going to shoot the 6 in the same corner either way. He drew back. He's going to play the 6 in the corner. He's going to go 2 rails underneath the 8. He won't hit this with no spin. It's straight ball, so it goes, uh-oh. I don't like where he landed now. Wow. He went way too far. He's really got to show us something now. This cue, now with inside ball, he could miss this because a lot of these new cues, inside ball is tough. I just had something made for me that inside ball is tough. He might go with outside. No, he went with inside. He hit that great. I'll tell you that. That was a great shot right there. Huh. Drop dead gorgeous, that shot was. Now he'll stun it with left and come over. Good shot. He's a good shooter, this guy. Now I'm getting to see a little more of his game. He can stun right there and bounce off or draw back. Oh, no. He let the cue ball squirt. I saw what he did there. He let it squirt. He didn't get it aimed far enough right. My cue does the same thing his is doing because I got phenolic furrow now. I just switched. I made my own cue. My own shaft. I designed it now. Right bottom. That was a reprieve for Alcaide. He could end the match without the shootout. He's still got a chance to end it without the shootout. Alcaide. Juszczyszyn leads 3-2. Alcaide breaking from the right side. This table breaks kind of tough, don't it? He can see the 1 ball, but he's got nothing. And he can't play the carom, I don't think. He can thin the 1 and come around the table for the safety. Or maybe he can play the carom. No. He could thin the 1 and come around the table, but he scratched. Wow. That came off kind of wet. Sticky like. A little bit. He could play for 3 fouls. Stick him again. Bring the 1 ball down here near the 3 and the 4. That's the shot. Just stick him behind the 2 and bank the 1, 2 to 3, and right by the. Get it right by those, the 8 or the 3 and the 4. You want to get it close to those. See how he's pointing there? Just bank the 1 and get it close to those. I hit that poorly. He was supposed to get it way over here. I guess he thought it was going to slide. The table's getting wet, maybe. I know even within that 1 ball went straight in the side. It did a boingy reaction there. He's going to try to kick this with a lot of spin. Not bad. He got out of it for the moment. I don't know if he can draw into that 4 and then clip off and get a shot on the combination for the 2-5. But Matchroom does a good job on the U.S. Open. They keep the tables clean. They have referees. You know when you play. People don't seem to think those things are important. It ain't even a profession if you don't know when you play. All these tournaments they hold and you don't play until 4 in the morning and you wait 6 hours to play. It ain't professional. He's going to bank this ball and draw over for the combination on the 2. He figures he can do something else. And he missed that one. They clean the tables every time after a match is done. And nobody does that in pool. No one. It's going to just spin it and go around the table. He's been a little weak on his safeties, but he got that one. That looks like a pretty good safety. You know, in this epidemic, in the way there are germs, and nobody wants to clean the pool table. That's crazy. I want to spend $2,000 to fly to a tournament, and you won't even clean the balls. You won't even clean the pool balls. You won't even clean the table. It's ridiculous. He'll put a lot of spin on this and shoot before the side or shoot past the side harder. He tried to hit it going in the other way. I didn't think. Maybe he's trying to bounce it off and hit the 4. Yeah, that wasn't a bad play. He's just going to stop this and bank it around the table. He's got to hope it doesn't hit the side. That's what he was looking at. If he just stops it and banks it around, the 10 ball will have him. Or he can do something else too. He can roll it and do it. Wow, he went for the shot. Yeah, he had a nice safety on the cue ball behind the 8 if he made that. He could have, yeah, that would have been worth it. He's just going to jump this one in. Yeah, I guess now you go to a pool tournament and you ask them to clean the table, they're going to act like you're crazy. Yeah, all these epidemic germs. I guess he can jack up and spin around it and make it. He's going to try to get a shot on the... He might go around and break the 3 out like that. But he got snookered on the 2. If he would have hit a little bit harder, but maybe he couldn't. If he hits it harder, he couldn't spin around it. Yeah, he's snookered enough that he can't pocket the ball. I wish there was a tournament like U.S. Open every week where they clean the tables and referees and you know when you play and decent money and nice venues. I'm dreaming now, huh? He's just got to jump it in. Oh, I didn't know that. It's not a hard shot. You got the jump cue. What a creepy stick. That's the creepiest cue I've ever seen. Bet he got safe. Nope. First time in a long time the guy didn't get safe with it. All right. Juszczyszyn is trying to end this second set. He's just got to roll it in with a little bit of right or straight top and just bump the 3. Ooh, I thought he missed that one for a minute. That ain't no good. He doesn't have a shot. He's just going to now, he'll bump the 3 to the bottom rail and go down table behind the 6 and the 7 or something down there. Well, I tell you, he hit that one. I don't know. The guy might make this too. His safety play is a little suspect, that's for sure. I think he can spin around this and get it. No, he's just got to jack up and spin it some. It's sitting a little funny. If he hits it right, though, he can make it, but he could miss it too. No, perfect. He didn't even have to jack the cue up. It was like a gimme. Wow, another mistake Juszczyszyn made there. He'll just draw off the rail 2 rails or draw back right there. Like I said, with this one angle camera, I never know how much angle's on this shot. I think it's remarkable how good I do with such poor filming. But it's all Pool's got. So he'll put right, come out and play the 6 in the same corner. If he doesn't do that, I won't believe it. I've been doing that my whole life, that shot right there. But these guys today, they play a different game. That's why if they play me straight pool under tough conditions, I'll have my way with you. Especially with a shot clock. I think pool players are too slow. I don't even believe what I'm watching, how slow some of these guys are. He's going to roll this in with top and bounce off the side rail. He's got a chance to still stop it from going to the shootout. Hard to believe. I thought Juszczyszyn would have ended this, but he didn't. He'll stun this with some left, go 2 rails for the 8 to shoot down here in the corner. Unless he does something else. He looks like he might be doing. He is. He came back to there. I don't know why he did that. I thought he could just draw 2 rails and shoot it in the corner. Trying to be a hero. Well, it's no problem here. He'll draw this with a little left. He'll just dink it like with some left bottom, a lot of bottom. Actually, my table, that might not have went in. That's for sure. That would have hung up. They don't know how to make the pockets hang the ball up. Draw back a little bit. Got to make them not small, but make it too small. Just make them where they jaw the ball. You got to do little things to the pockets. He'll just draw this 2 rails lightly. A light draw like that. The ideal table is to heat it and then tinker with the pocket to make them where they'll jaw the ball if you don't hit them right. But then the table can't get wet if it's heated. 3-3, he's got a chance to end it without the playoff, the shoot off. And look at that, he got a Cosmo, broke perfect. As Siegel always said, a cosmopolitan, he called it. He's a beauty. But for you amateurs out there, you take a lot of notes on some of these shots. He'll just roll this in. You want to hit above the equator when you shoot this shot. Or he might stun it, though. These guys stun a lot. He is going to stun it. No, he rolled it. He rolled it. He kind of half stunned it and rolled it. They don't roll nothing. Somehow or another, we got to play a game where you got to use the whole cue ball. He landed a little bit funny, looks like. To me, he's got to stun this real hard or draw out of it. He's drawing out of it, I think. He stunned it. That was a stun with a lot of spin. I could never tell he had that much angle. It didn't look like he had that much angle to do that. It really didn't. Now he'll just draw this one 2 rails. It's not a complete draw, this shot right here. It's just below center with a lot of spin, and it'll go 2 rails and out and land straight in for the side on the 4. This is a shot the amateurs need to learn. Gets you easy position, see that? Now he'll stop right there. He wants the cue ball to move just a little to the right when it hits the 4. He wants just a little angle. Or he could roll forward and get the angle going the other way and go 2 rails. I do that a lot. I don't like messing around over here with a 9 ball. I would roll forward and then follow the ball 2 rails. But these guys won't play like that today. Most of the guys today will draw back around the 9 ball here, I think, because they feel it's the easiest way to do it. I told you he plays a lot of shots like I do, but he hit that one too hard. He went too far. But he's still all right. He can just draw. He's going to have to take a longer shot on the 6 ball now. He'll just draw right over there where he is with right bottom. He's got to be careful he don't draw on the side, though. He'll put jack up, put a lot of right bottom, and just pop it. He'll let the spin do most of the work. See how it's spinning? Well done. But wish me luck at the U.S. Open. So I built me a new shaft for the tournament. I'm playing pretty good. They'll find out, or I'll find out that I can't play anymore. Maybe I'm nearing the end. Left bottom, draw 2 rails, and just stun it like 2 rails like that. Now he'll put right top on this. You don't have to do nothing but roll this with right. All you amateurs out there, just put a lot of right on it, aim a little bit thick, and just roll it in. But he's aiming low. He likes stunning everything, like dragging. He's going to drag it with the right, see? You can miss him like that. He didn't hit that ball that well. It wouldn't, I mean, he kind of scrubbed the rail one in. But he's all right, he made it. He'll roll this in, or he'll stun down and play the 10 on the same side. 10 on the same side. Juszczyszyn, he blew that one. Alcaide for the win. There it is. David Alcaide, the winner. Thanks for watching the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Stay tuned for more great pool action from around the world. I'm Earl Strickland saying goodbye.